Brendan McCarthy. Over to you, Mark.
Thank you, Stephen. Good evening to everyone. And what a group we have in prospect tonight. Gareth Potts against Marc Fleming, and then followed straight up by Rob Warne against Luke Gilbert to set up the final we'll see later on tonight. Gareth Potts obviously the higher ranked and better known player in this pairing, but Marc Fleming is a very dangerous opponent, and Gareth will know that. You've had a good afternoon's work, Ronan. Booked your place in the quarterfinals already.
I can relax now and do a bit of commentary and just enjoy the games. So yeah, had a couple of good wins and looking forward to seeing what tonight has to offer.
There were times this afternoon it got a little bit attritional. I mean, not so much from you, but certainly from your opponent in the final this afternoon. But you would imagine this will be a slightly faster, more fluent match.
Yeah, they're two pretty fluent players here. I haven't seen a lot of Mark. I've played him once, and he played absolutely brilliant against me. He played basically faultless the whole match, so he can definitely compete at a very high level. But he's up against a very good player tonight, Gareth. So we'll see what he has in the tank.
Yeah, he's a dangerous opponent. One of the wildcard players that's joining the pro ranks for the 2023 season. This is the first event, of course, of the 23 season. It's not going to be an easy draw for anyone, though.
He hasn't got the kick that he wanted there. He wanted to kick the red away from the yellow, and he's left himself a bit of work to do here. Well, I don't know if this yellow goes. It's hard to... I don't think it does, looking at the overhead.
Yeah, it looks very tight, the one to the bottom pocket as we currently look at it.
So I don't really know how he's going to get out here. He might have to play this to the top corner and come around two cushions and try to develop the yellow. If he misses it, he might have a double. He's playing straight across into it. No.
Yeah, it was a difficult shot to judge. Well, it was a difficult shot either way. That way felt particularly difficult to judge. Not that he was far away with it. Just brushing the near jaw.
I don't think Gareth will be attacking these here. He'll probably play a lost turn shot up the table, play the red on the yellow and take the white over behind the 8-ball.
So we see Luke Gilbert there, who will feature in our second match of the evening. A lot of very good players around the rest of the venue practicing, as we saw before we came out here. Dom Cooney, Luke's good friend, was one of them. He'll be in action later on in the tournament.
Yeah, it's a tough match. Luke and Rob Warne, be a good game, hard to call. It's a good shot there, very good shot. I don't know if Gareth's got anything easy to go at here.
Yeah, if he's tucked behind that yellow.
If it's touching the red, he's got a shot, but if it's not touching the red...
Yeah, couldn't have played it better from that position. He was in a lot of trouble there, Mark was.
Unbelievable shot, I don't know. I think he's maybe going to have to take a point of the cushion and hit the one up the top rail.
Extension hold.
Understandably taking his extension. Not the worst shot. It's quite a big target if he's going to hit the one on the cushion. Just got to make sure he makes contact with another cushion afterwards.
Yeah, oh, he's polished.
Well, that'll work.
Don't know if it's much good to him. He'll probably just play another safety here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to want to continue with the clearance, but at least from his point of view, he's in control of the table. Nicely judged shot. I wasn't particularly playing for the pot, but was always trying to hit it full on. Not a particularly difficult hit this, he can just come off one cushion, but it's going to be quite difficult to get a decent result from Mark's point of view.
Yeah, he's probably going to free Gareth's bad ball.
And that's what Gareth's hoping, that's why he's been playing these safety shots, because he wants Mark to do the hard work for him and open that cluster up. So playing it fairly slow again. Not a bad result, but he's going to find himself in trouble now.
I think he just had to sort of have a slap at that and he could maybe have doubled it into the other middle or something, because he's playing it that way, he's just going to be in bigger trouble this time.
Yeah, that is sometimes the problem. You don't want to play a reckless shot and open things up, but the position just gets gradually worse if you don't.
I think there comes a stage in a game where you just have to, you know, you have to go for something, because it's only going to get worse.
Case in point here, the yellow is now even less accessible and much harder to fluke, even if he was to hit it. Well, again, playing it delicately, playing with side. Hasn't quite got enough side on.
Ball in hand. Time running.
So, ball in hand now for Gareth, but has still got the problem of the ball tied up.
Yeah, I think he'll just pot one over the middle and come into his problem area and clear up. Just wants to get the cue ball away from the yellow, which he has done. He should be okay.
It's the advantage having ball in hand there. He could manufacture the exact angle he wanted. Had a pretty good season, Gareth Potts, currently ranked 7th coming into the 2023 season. That will be his seeding throughout. Hasn't won an event, but he's had 2 runners-up spots on the Pro Series.
Yeah, it's steady, but it's probably, I would say if you asked him, he'd probably be very disappointed with his season. You know, I think he's looking to win tournaments, and sort of the odd runner-up here and there is probably not what he's after.
I should add the caveat that that's in singles events. He did, of course, as those of you that join us on a Monday night will remember, win the Pairs Cup with Mark Selby not so long ago. And whilst that's not a ranking event and it's not an individual event in the same way, that will obviously give him confidence. That was a great performance from the 2 of them.
Yeah, they were sort of unplayable that night. Even though they were unplayable and played as well as you can possibly play, really.
So we're going to see the power Gareth Potts break. Maybe not quite as much power as usual, but still a very firm hit on the pack.
He's hit them well, but I don't think it's a great table. I don't even know if he's got a first ball to go on. He's got the wee cluster of red and yellow on the cushion. He's got one here, but it's not just ideal.
Bit of an unlucky spot that the cue ball's finished up in. If it's an open play anyway, this is a very different story.
He can take the yellow to the corner, but it's getting an angle of some of the balls to get into his problem ball. There's nothing, just looks clean cut. Oh, missed it.
Played with a bit of safety in mind. No, it was a difficult shot. Got close to it, but it's just a very awkward position.
Don't know if he's left much. He's maybe left the plant. The 2 yellows look like a plant, but not sure he's got anything else.
No, and it is a slightly messy table. There's still those 2 balls tied up on the right-hand side. It's not necessarily one that Mark wants to be the first player in.
I think he's playing a safety here, is he? Always played the plant. Don't really see how that's going to help him. Don't know if he was actually trying to pot that. He might have been just playing safe. In fact, he was definitely playing safe. There's no way he would have left the cue ball there.
No, judging by his reaction, is the next shot he's going to have to play.
It's just a containing shot, but I suppose there's nothing else he could have done there.
This match, as we've seen throughout the afternoon, being played as a race to 7, 40 minutes on the match clock, so whichever of those 2 comes first. Time has been close to being a factor in a couple of matches, but it hasn't really been the dramatic factor. We haven't seen a 6-red shootout yet. Oh, that's a well-judged shot from Gareth.
Yeah, I thought the match earlier on between Shane and Brian was maybe going to end up a 6-ball shootout, but Shane missed a bad black for him to tie it up.
Yeah, that was a bad day at the office for Shane.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens to all of us. You can't be critical. He's had such a good season, particularly winning in the last event out in Blackpool. But that was just one of those matches he just wishes he could start all over, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what made it a bigger surprise, because he's probably coming here full of confidence, you know, and I'd say a lot of people probably fancied him to have a good run on it.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, that shows how hard it is to pick a winner, because if somebody had asked me before the tournament, I'd definitely have had him on my short list for people you'd expect to do well. Because it wasn't just the victory in Blackpool, it was the manner of the victory. He just played so well against some really in-form opponents. Really, the way the Pro Series has gone, that people just sort of come in and out of form. There's always somebody that's in form, but you can't really pick who's going to be the next one.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't really matter how well you're playing. Sometimes you just don't get enough chances to win the matches. So it's great to be playing well, but there's no guarantee that you're going to win matches no matter how well you're playing.
No, we've definitely seen a few of those moments today. Particularly the Sean Story John Rowe match. Because John left, you won't really understand what he did wrong. He did not miss a whole lot in that match, but Sean had 2 golden breaks to start off with and then just played really well after that. Just no real way back into the match for John. Everyone knows that's the situation though in this format. I mean, it's a great format. I love the timed matches like this, and I think this timer is exactly right. It puts you under some time pressure, but the thing isn't a complete shootout. There's time to play some pool still.
Just left this awkward here. I think he'd probably have to take the ball to the middle now. But I think he was playing for the top ball first.
Yeah, it's had to reroute slightly.
Oh, he's come out good there. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, what he didn't want to was end up straight on this ball, and actually, even though he's knocked it nearer the cushion, he's left quite a nice little angle.
Oh, he's perfect.
You've always got to mind your work when you're playing a ball along the rail, but he doesn't have to inject unnecessary pace. The angle's naturally going to take him where he wants to go. In fact, he's managed to work too much angle, that. Should still be absolutely fine, though. So, after a few shots from both of them to get into that frame.
Yeah, he really needs to get a foothold in this match, win this frame. A break and clear just to get him some sort of foothold in it, but he's not going to do it with dry breaks.
No, it didn't look a badly hit break. Let's just see it. Well, very slightly off centre, but actually he did get a fairly clean contact on it. Sometimes the balls just don't go in.
I think he's probably going to have to go reds or something. Depends if that plant goes or not. It would make it very handy for him if it did, but
yeah, it's just offset. It may be that the third ball in the plant is near enough to the corner pocket that even if you don't quite catch it straight, it would drop. And if it does, that would, as you say, open that corner up. I mean, I think he's going to have to go reds anyway, just the positions of the balls. There's no real merit in going yellows.
Red ball.
So you can try and do this in zones, clear the balls at the top of the table, then try and play a good positional shot down kind of towards the racking area when he comes back down the table.
if the 3-ball plant doesn't go, he's going to have to get on this bottom cushion and pot one over the hole and develop them. It's hard to know if that. It looks like it'll maybe double kick in the plant.
Yeah, I think it might double kick in. It's also, I think you might be able to reverse the plant. You can see the right side of it to turn it into a reverse plant, assuming they're pretty much touching, which they look like they are.
Yeah, he must be. Has he played it hard enough? Yeah, I think he's looking for the double kick here.
Yeah, I think he wanted to run the cue ball a few more inches. I don't know if he can see some of that. I'm not sure he can quite see the side of the plant that he wanted to. maybe he can just. He can hit it pretty much full ball, you can see from that angle.
Oh, don't think that's any good. He's got a good safety if he wants, or the only way to finish is playing the plant, but I think he'll be looking to play a safety here.
Didn't quite know where the second and third balls were going to go there. There was enough difficulty that he couldn't spend too much time thinking about that. Had to trust the luck slightly for the position. It's the second time we've seen the spider in use today. The first time Shane Thompson was a bit rushed with it and made a bit of a mess of the shot. That time Gareth had long enough to get himself set up properly. Unlike in some other tournaments, the timer doesn't stop when a player is requesting equipment. So if you ask for a rest or a spider or the cue ball to be cleaned, that has to come out of your time allocation.
Oh, I think he's left him this.
Yeah, does the ball closest to the cue ball go across the table into the opposite corner?
It looks like it does, and he can just stun it in and play the plant then.
Yeah, it's pretty careless if he's left this.
Oh, he's scared of pushing it and didn't get through it at all. Horrible shots to play them. If he stuns it too much, he's in off.
Yeah, I mean, it looked a bad shot, but as you say, it was quite a delicate one to play.
Yeah, it's easy done.
So often you see a pro play a shot like that, but understandable.
This is a must get out for Marc. Strange choice of shot here.
When you first look at this looks a very simple position, but the ball closest to his hand now, he's got to get position on at some stage.
Yeah, he's okay. That's probably not the way most people would have went about it, but he's going to be fine.
Going to be able to get right behind it, but just going to have to settle for slightly more distance. The ball to the right of the 8-ball last. Now he's got a good angle just to screw the cue ball out into open play for the 8-ball in the centre. Just taking a moment to compose himself. He knows this is an important shot. This will be for his first frame in this match. It's always important when you're the underdog, which he would have to be seen as being in this match, to try and win a frame early on. Otherwise, if you get pegged at 0 for too long, it's sometimes quite hard to get into it. Seen over the years. Slightly behind the likes of Chris Melling and Mick Hill, but must have learnt a lot from both of them.
A dry one. I don't think he's really left a great table to go at all the same. The reds look the best at first glance, but he's got a few problems. So he's gone up for the yellows. He's going to dislodge this bad one. No.
Yellow ball's in play.
I think he's going to have to play his bad yellow out here and say to Gareth, off you go. Not a good idea, really, but I don't think there's any option.
Loss of time.
Yeah, it's always a bit nerve-wracking inviting a player of Gareth's quality to the table, but no point chasing a finish that wasn't there.
No. Gareth's more chance of missing this clearance than Marc had if clearing his balls.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, and those are the exact percentages that you should be taking into account.
Stanchion hold.
This is where the shot clock can become a factor, because there's quite a lot to think about here. It's taking quite some time to steady himself before playing the first shot.
Yeah, it's a very important frame to go too clear or level match. Don't know if that's any good.
No, he was playing for the balls at the bottom of the table. You can obviously see the one to the top right corner, but that wasn't really what he wanted.
I cannot see any obvious patterns here at all to get out. Maybe going to take his medicine, yeah.
If you are going to bail out of a clearance, you always want to do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think he had to do that. There was no point in chasing that anymore. If there's the angle to clip this in and go into his problem area. Might just be a wee bit thick. Yeah, just. But I'll take that. The car's going to be in a world of pain here now.
Yeah, it's good news, bad news for Mark. He didn't want to end up in this corner, but if he was going to, this is a handy place to play a really telling snooker from. Not a touching ball, so just having to play thin off the yellow.
Yeah, it's a bit like the one that Gareth had. It's one of those you could push it very easy if you don't hit it clean.
Yeah, then you start getting nervous about it and end up being tentative.
Foul.
He's just going to leave himself the perfect angle here to play his bad ball. And
yeah, Gareth found a gap, but he didn't think it existed. He was trying to clip the first red that he came across, not the one at the top of the table, but just sneaked past the edge of it.
I think I'd be tempted to take the one over the bag and go up into it, because you've always got the one that he's going to play now.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed to be on the one you're cannoning out, so you've got to play position on something else. If he hits the bottom of the yellow, he should stay down this end of the table at least.
He's just okay.
That's not bad, because he's got an angle on this one over the pocket, so you can screw up for the one on the right-hand side cushion now.
He's got himself in a bit of trouble here. I think he played the right shot, not kicking into it to be honest, but he just hasn't got close enough to it now to make it easy. He's having to put a hard ball down the cushion, and he also has a bit of work to do with the cue ball, because the cue ball's going very close to the 8 ball. Could end up snookering himself. He's played that well. Yeah, that's a nice shot. He's left himself the option of the 2. That could have went wrong.
Yeah, he's played that
I'm not
really
sure
well.
about this shot, but I thought he had more angle than that.
Well, for those that haven't seen much of Marc Fleming before, this is what he's capable of. He's gone toe-to-toe with the 4 times world champion so far in this match. He's always in the conversation for the greatest player of all time. It's one of those conversations that no one ever quite agrees on. Everyone's always got their own opinions, but the fact he's even in the conversation tells you everything. Well, we've seen some powerful breaking from both players to fairly limited avail so far.
Yeah, that's a few dry breaks for 2 players that hit them so well.
Yellow balls in play.
It's just all about these 2 down in this bottom left corner. If you can get the cue ball down near the red, I think you can get the inside one of the 2, but just a wee bit of work to do here. Played into them. Or has it? It's perfect. You can just float up onto that red now if he's got the angle.
Yeah, I think he was trying to kick it off the cushion, but that's definitely second prize.
Straight under them. I'll do the same job.
Good angle to go up the table. It's just got to be mindful of playing the one on the left-hand side. It's quite guarded by the red, so just needs to leave an angle where he can be sure of getting the cue ball out again.
Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. Just screw between the two reds. You should be fine.
There's quite a big gap between the reds coming at from this angle. He's played that well. Really very little to choose between the players based on what we've seen so far. Both look very sharp amongst the balls. And a very routine 8-ball to finish the frame up with. So Gareth Potts ahead by the odd frame again. You see him digging down on the break. We'll see the cue bending into the cloth as he drives forwards.
Oh, I thought that was going to be another dry one. But
yeah, it almost was for a moment. When you look at the pace he's getting into this, you see the cue bending as we see it in slow motion. It was almost incredible that he could ever come up dry. That ball just fighting its way into the corner pocket in the end.
if he's got the one to the middle with a natural angle, the red to the middle, he could kick this one problem ball out and he's good to go then. Is he on one? Is he on one? It doesn't look like it, but the body language.
No, I think he can't quite see the potting angle of the one directly below the 8-ball. I don't think he can see the one to the middle.
He'll have to try and turn this one over into the corner, I think. Probably jack up a wee bit and turn it over, I think he'd be alright.
Doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball, it's just all about making this pot. You see he's having to dig down
Yeah,
quite a
he's
lot.
having to put a lot on it. No, he just couldn't get enough on him.
The fact the cue ball was so close to the yellow, it just made it hard to turn it quickly enough.
Yeah. I haven't said that. There's a lot of work for Marc to do here, but I think he's got to go. Probably just done across for the other one here into the same pocket. Try and leave an angle maybe to come up and develop the middle of the table there, the two balls over the middle. It's all about these first two shots, really. Or does he get into the middle area now? Does he get down? Oh, he's played a good shot there. He's been unlucky. He'll have to top this one in and then top the one down the rail and then another one down the rail. This is high tariff stuff now.
Yeah, they link up of a fashion, but as you say, they're going to be one difficult shot after another.
Yeah, they all link up, but they're all sort of tough pots. Oh, he's coming across. Yeah, he's taking the one down the rail and coming across now, which is not a bad option.
No, although he's going to have to go back for the one like you. I thought he was playing the one on the left-hand side. Well, he is back to playing that now.
If he could just drop on the ball closest to the rail now. So he's got a very hard shot to play. I thought he sort of had to go up for the one nearest the cushion there. He's coming across now for this one, the bottom one. It's short. No, he's good in that. He'll have to play this with a lot of run inside to try and get inside the red nearest the middle.
The key with this shot is not to hit it too hard. He needs the side to take very quickly off the first cushion.
Even if he floats by the red, he's alright, as long as he just... If he floats past the red, he'll be okay. Oh, he's played a good shot there.
Yeah, that's a great example of how to play that shot. Just played it at a steady pace, gave the chance to
Yeah.
side a chance to take effect. I've been impressed with his composure. It's not just the putting, but he's played some good positional shots. And
Yeah, he's looked pretty solid. He doesn't really look like he's going to miss anything easy. He's done everything he's supposed to do here. Give himself a real good chance with 3 each in the 10 minutes on the clock. I'd be happy with that. No, he's missed it.
oh, he's done all the hard work in this frame.
He just sort of rushed it a wee bit. He's sort of put a wee quick one in on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the sound of the clock in the background, that bell you heard was the sound of being in the last 10 minutes, so the 15-second shot clock now in operation. This is a real let-off for Gareth. Should have been 3 all.
Hold on.
Oh, where's the cue ball?
No way.
Well, that's extraordinary.
That's unbelievable.
Well, Gareth giving it an accusing look. He can't believe it's gone anywhere near the middle pocket. Look at this. Somebody said you're going to go in off from there. You'd never believe that was possible.
You could try that 50 times. You try to do it and you'll not do it.
Oh, what a let-off originally for Gareth, but then handed straight back. Well, so we have ourselves a very entertaining end to the match, because with only 9 minutes remaining on the clock, the scores are tied at 3 apiece. Oh, yes, again, big, powerful break, but
The 8 ball was nearly away there, but again, it's a scruffy table.
yeah, the 8 ball still originally, and then took a kick, and it was on the way to that
if it
pocket.
takes a kick just slightly thinner there, it's in.
Yeah, that could actually turn out to be a pretty big moment in this match.
Was that turned off, or has he just played a bad shot? He's left him a real good chance here, because he's actually left a big pocket for his bad ball on the cushion, and he can bring his other bad ball out.
Yellow balls in play.
He's gonna have to take the one away now that was giving him the big pocket. He's probably gonna have to double that ball on the cushion. I think he's panicking a wee bit here.
Yeah, he's managed to turn what was a great position into a slightly awkward one. In fairness, that is going to be the thing that he's going to have least experience of, playing under match conditions with a 15-second shot clock. Very, very hard thing to practice.
He wants to come back near the 8 ball here. He's played a good shot here if that bounces. He's been a wee bit unlucky there. If that bounces, just to leave him straight on that ball, he's actually got a great chance.
Extension called.
It's all about this shot. If he one good shot here, and I could be favourite for the match.
Yeah, it's a great time to go ahead when you've only got a few minutes left on the match clock. Needs a good pot here, though. Oh, he's hit that really well.
And I'll tell you what he's done. He's left himself the angle. It's absolutely perfect. He's played a great shot there, in fairness. He cued it like a dream. Not so sure about that one. Have to screw back off the cushion here, probably with a lot of side. Try and get over near the middle. Well, all of a sudden, from nowhere really, he's probably gone favourite for the match.
Yeah, it's only a 1 frame lead, but it's a big 1 frame lead with only 6 minutes remaining on the match clock.
Made the mistakes herself. It's harder to take. There's what happens. That one shot's probably going to cost him.
Oh, well, it's cost him the frame.
It's a golden duck.
The first golden duck of the day.
Oh my goodness.
White flying into the corner pocket, and then the black trickling into the left centre, just knocked at the end.
I think he was walking back to his chair there thinking, well, you know, I'm in off, but he wasn't expecting. When he turns around, then he realises.
Oh, we've seen a few golden breaks today. That's the first golden duck we've seen, and it could not have come at a worse moment for Gareth.
Look at these reds. Look at the reds.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? How quickly this game has turned since he went in off in the middle pocket, and suddenly everything has gone wrong.
The pool gods,
5 balls in play.
they're nasty when they turn on you.
Yeah, we've seen some turnarounds, but this one has happened so quickly. 6-3 here is going to be a big, big lead with, well, it's going to be less than 5 minutes remaining if he clears these balls up.
I think he wants to get across with the ball to the middle now. He certainly doesn't want to be leaving it to last to get down for his bottom ball. I think he's the angle to come across for it. So it came far enough. Don't know if he's came far enough in this.
Extension calls.
I'm not sure about this.
He's played it well. It's one of those cannons that can make you look quite silly, but he's managed to judge it pretty perfectly.
He's going to have to leave the white ball pretty near the cushion here, you know, to give himself plenty of angle to run down. Yeah, he's played it well, but it's just one of these pots that's missable. This, it's a wee sort of dead weight shot. If he gets it, he wins the frame, obviously, but it's missable. No, he's played it well.
Growing in confidence now as well he might, given the way this match has gone.
Well, if he gets it, he's more or less he's home. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. I thought he would have topped that in and took the 8 ball to the other middle. He's having to play a shot now. But every time he's been asked the question in this match, he's come up with the shots. No, butchered it.
Yeah, that was asking a lot. I think the pips going off in the background weren't helping as well.
Has he left on him? Can he pot this ball he's closest to? He's definitely threw Gareth a lifeline here. Yeah. He needs an angle. He hasn't got an angle. That's horrible. He's really going to have to cue one here.
Yeah, this is not inviting at all, is it?
That's horrible.
I don't think he can. I think he's going to have to take his medicine. He
has
can't
to.
make much angle here.
He has to cue this one down the rail, but if it doesn't go, he's surely leaving some sort of a double.
He's having to get down and play it quickly because of the shot clock.
No, he's left a sort of half ball double.
Even for a 4 times world champion, that was a very high tariff shot down the rail.
With a shot like this, you have to be very wary that the cue ball doesn't go in the same pocket. No,
Well, in a match of twist and turns, could there be another twist and turn? Gareth Potts was 1 ball away from going 6-3 down and pretty much out, whereas with this, he's going to get it back to 5-4.
I think Mark has played the totally wrong shot, playing onto the black the way he did. I think he just had to top it and take the black to the opposite middle.
2 minutes and 4 seconds, plenty of time to clear the frame up. If he does, every chance of going to a 6-red shootout, because there isn't going to be much time for another frame.
Always dry. I think Mark can more or less run the clock out here, even if he doesn't get these.
Yeah, this is one of these spots where you just want to stay at the table for as long as possible.
He's not. This is bad. This is bad clock management here. Oh, maybe not. He has to play to the beeps every shot and take his extension, and he wins the match.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to get into, but he just needs to pot the loose ball. It feels like that would be totally the wrong thing to do, but I mean, if he takes an extension, he can get it down to not much more than a minute.
He's took the extension. This red goes to the middle. That helps too. Oh my God, what's he
Well,
doing?
that's a really poor shot. If that wasn't...
Is he left on him? I don't think
He's
he's
going
left
to be
on him.
lucky if he's got away, but if that wasn't a guaranteed pot, he should have taken one of the loose ones at the bottom of the table.
Because it was going to the bottom left corner, so he could have cleared up the rest of them.
I don't think it's going to make any difference, because what's Gareth going to do in a minute from this position? Can he pull out a shot? Well, he can.
He's got one. He's got one. There's a chance.
Well, he's going to have to be quick about this. He's got 52 seconds remaining on the match clock.
Oh,
Needs this cue ball to
these
stop.
These are no good. These are no good. Oh, has he got the plant?
Oh, he has.
Oh, wow.
He still needs to be quick about
He
this.
needs to be quick one. Where's the 8 ball going? Oh, if he gets these.
He's going to get the 3 yellows you'd fancy, but is he going to get onto the 8 ball?
Where's the other yellow going?
Oh, yeah.
Does it go?
It's not left the right angle there, is it?
He's too far. He's too far here. He's going to have to just pump the black somewhere. He's got time. Surely that black doesn't go, does it? Oh no.
Had to take on a difficult skill shot. Couldn't make it, so in the end just has to offer his hand. If that 8 ball goes in, we go to a 6-red shootout, but as it is, it's an incredibly relieved Marc Fleming. Collects up his stuff.